Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we are here with a deck list that some of you may have already seen because I played this during the live streaming, and these turned out to be pretty cool. It's, as you may have seen from a thumbnail, an invoked hero version that is actually pretty good even against ORCUST. It has some pretty good turn 1 and it can do so much things turn 2. Actually, it will surprise you. But before jumping right into it guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with Jaden, but you might prefer to use another character. So this is the deck list. The skill I'm using is a fusion time. For all who do not remember what it does, simply each time you lose 1,000 life points, you get to return a card from your hand to the deck and make appear a polymerization out of nowhere. So this could be pretty nice, especially if, because an additional poly, if you do not get your Vian out, an additional poly could make you do so much plays. That's why you want to do that. But I may understand some of you wants to play the common switcheroo. It could be a thing because of course we play triple cyclones. That I love to play in this meta full of back rows. Really love those cosmic cyclones, so I actually fell in love with all the skills that activates when you lose 1,000 life points, just because I can use cosmic cyclone with, you know, more incentives. And this is the deck list. So let's start from the Invoked package. We have triple Alistair the Invoker plus double invocation. Not sure if the double invocation is needed, so you might take one of these out, but I feel like with two I felt safer because Cosmic Cyclone is a thing, so maybe just better to play a couple of invocation. And of course for the Invoked package we have the Purgatorio classic, right? And we have also Magallanica because we're playing Sally Soja, and Caliga because Caliga for the Invoked package is your first turn play against a ORCUST deck. With Caliga, if they do not have Book of Moon, Dark Hole, or whatever they want to have to deal with this guy, they can't do nothing. You have Caliga on your field, they activate one effect, and they can't do anything else. No more effects, because as Caliga says, if a monster effect attempts to activate, so this means even if you negate that somehow, but we have no negation here, after one effect, the turn player can't activate any other effect. So we're chilling. Best turn 1 ever against Caliga. Against ORCUST, sorry. So this for the Invoked package. Of course we have the Purgatorio because, you know, to pierce and clear the field really easily. And the Magallanica is here just in case we do not have access to the fire type, the fire attribute, because keep in mind that the fire attribute we have in this deck is in the extra deck. It is actually pretty easy to summon with the Nightmare Phoenix, but still you might have some scenarios when you do not have access to it, so that's why we have a Magallanica just in case. Then we have, for the hero package, we have the double Liquid Soldier, because we want to draw 2, right? Then we have the triple Solid Soldier and the Vian. So the thing is, you definitely want to use your Solid Soldier special summons effect to bring out an Abyss Dueler. So basically the choices between these two cards from the extra deck is that if you have your Solid Soldier plus 1 hero, you go into Abyss Dueler if you go turn 1, right? And you go Nightmare Phoenix to pop a back row if you need it, but or only actually just for your fire material if you need, if it is your turn 2, right? If it's a turn 2 and you need to go for the finish. That's pretty nice, of course, because with Solid Soldier you summon this guy, you have Vian that can send the liquid to the graveyard, and if you have another monster in the grave you can use Poly. Of course you're gonna send another Vian if you have no other hero monster in the graveyard yet to grab your Poly. And keep in mind that if you use with polymerization using Solid Soldier on the field, you get to summon a monster back on the field, and that monster can be used, of course, to go into more Link summon or XC summon, don't forget that. Couple of Miracle Fusion, mandatory for the Sunrise package. Reinforcement of the army, of course needed, because right here we might need any of these three guys. These, for example, for the draw 2 with Poly, this guy to enable extra deck summons, or this guy to look for Poly just in case we do not have a Cosmic Cyclone activatable. And guys, then for the hero package we have, apart from the double Sunrise mandatory, we have an Escuridao, because it is easy to get to have a Dark Monster in the graveyard with Miracle Fusion, because we have the triple Hollister and the Vian, but also because your turn 1 could look like summoning Alistair, grabbing Invocation, polymerization, fusing the Alistair and the Liquid Soldier to go into Escuridao, draw 2 cards, and then you have also the invocation ready to fuse from the graveyard. So imagine how good this deck is gonna be once they gonna release Caquetas, because of course we're gonna drop off Magallanica and have the Caquetas back in this extra deck. Guys, this deck is really fun. I had some pretty back and forth in the legendary rank stuff, but I didn't drop. I just had a rank up, and there are some insane duels that I recommend you to see. Of course, after this deck list breakdown. That is all for the explanation, and let's jump right to the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay, Jaden against Jaden Duel, and it is Hero Alliance. It seems to go first. Let's see what we have. So he started with Summoner's Art to get the Elemental Hero Neo, so we know he's gonna go for the Super Poly Surge, double Summoner's Art, as you can see. So he has double Neos in hands, I guess. First one, using the skill, grabbing the Super Poly, of course, pretty classic right now, isn't it? And then we have double set. One of them is gonna be, of course, Super Poly. We have the Alistair Invoker to begin first. Even though we had the reinforcement of the army to go into Solid Soldier or Liquid Soldier, but not Solid Soldier, because you definitely do not want to have hero monsters on the field, otherwise it's gonna fuse with them, right? So we need to be careful about that. Then I went with reinforcement of the army, of course, to grab a Liquid Soldier, and I went polymerization into Sunrise. First play to get the Miracle Fusion. Now we have some plays because we have a couple of guys in the graveyard, double Miracle Fusion and Invocation. We're waiting, actually we want him to use the Super Poly so that we can go into the other plays. I decided to go into Nightmare Phoenix to pop one of the back rows, hoping to get the Super Poly. I discarded one of the Miracle Fusion, I get the Super Poly, I forced him to use it, and we went into Nova Master because I have Nightmare Phoenix. Now we're not done yet. Miracle Fusion into another Sunrise, of course, and then we're not done yet. We draw 2, we discarded the Liquid Soldier, we draw the Cosmic Cyclone, perfect. To hit the other back row was a Crackdown Invocation to go into Purgatrio. Look at that stuff. With Alistair recycled back to hand, and we just attacked, and we have, of course, lethal thanks to the boost of Alistair, and he scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys. This was the third in a row and a rank up. As you can see, it's us to go first, and when you see the little boy here, Bandit Keith, you know this is ORCUST with Switcheroo, right? So as to go first, we have the perfect hand, Solid Soldier to summon a Vian, sending another Solid Soldier to the graveyard. We banish, we get Poly, but we do not want to. Maybe we want, right? Because look at this, polymerization using the Solid Soldier and the Liquid Soldier to go into Sunrise, getting the effect, the triple effect look at that. So we use Liquid Soldier to draw 2, Solid Soldier to bring back a hero, actually the Liquid Soldier, and the Sunrise to get the Miracle Fusion. Unfortunately, it was unlucky I get the Miracle Fusion out of the draws of Liquid Soldier, but we still have another one in the deck. So there you go. Now to level 4, Xyz Summon. Abyss Dueler is here. Also with Liquid makes it even bigger. Cosmic Cyclone as a defense, and we're chilling. Draw, and he went with the Cosmic Cyclone, we're chilling, Switcheroo. I was already actually misplaying, I should have used the effect of Abyss Dweller yet, but it turns out that he didn't have an out to Abyss Dweller. He tried with the Cosmic Cyclone to get maybe Book of Moon, he didn't. And that's how you do it, my boys. That's how easy it is with this deck. You either going to Abyss Dweller or Kaliga, and your opponent calls himself out of the duel. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel. This was the 4th win in a row against Crystal Beast. But are they really Crystal Beasts? Of course, ORCUST a Crystal Beast, right? Full of Crystal Beasts right here. So we have Rainbow Bridge, the skill to get Crystal Beacon. Beacon to special summon a Crystal Beast from your deck as long as he has a couple of guys here. So there you go. The Carbuncle to summon the Eagle, and then of course the Pegasus. So now he has triple monster to go into his full combo with ORCUST. He started with Giant Hands. Look at that. Are you serious, mate? Then Link Summon into Galatea Nightmare to send the wand, the World Hand, the World Wand. The graveyard is not done. Look at this. Galatea to look for the field spell Orchestrated Babel, and then the Babel to actually activate it then, and then of course the summon of Dingirsu, getting back these guys. He's got still the normal summon. Look at him getting another Crystal Beast there, another Link Summon into Longirsu, and keep in mind that this guy now has a quick effect thanks to the Orchestrated Babel, so we need to be careful about that. He's got also a negation with Giant Hand. This guy pulled out a turn 1, and even with that, this deck made it. So we went with the perfect draw, Cosmic Cyclone to begin with. In the draw phase, used the effect of Nightmare, but I just went with the Orchestrated Babel target, and he has to use all his effects all in place because of course he wouldn't have been able otherwise to use them later because the Orchestrated Babel is gonna be dead. So now we have Solid Soldier to begin with. He can negate right now. He didn't. I went with Vion's effect, and he went with Giant Hand to negate that. Understandable, actually good move, but still not quite good because now we can use Fusion Time, grab the Polymerization, and we don't need the Miracle Fusion because we're gonna grab them with the effects of Sunrise. So Polymerization into Sunrise to summon to grab the INVOKED, to grab the Miracle Fusion, and then we went with the triple effect, draw 2, discard 1, summon the Liquid Soldier with the effect of Solid, grabbing the Miracle Fusion. We're chilling at this point. I went with the Abyss Dweller for the next turn, just in case we can't finish him, because I don't think we can finish him, right? So there you go. Then Miracle Fusion again. I used the effect just to have another hero monster in the graveyard so that I could go with double Sunrise. Then Cosmic Cyclone to attack in it. There you go. First one, second one, and then with that, and we were good. Actually guys, I misplayed. I could have done it differently. I could have summoned the Sunrise in one of the normal monster zone, and then instead of going into Dweller, I could have gone into the Nightmare Phoenix. Why? Because then I would have the chance to go, actually no invocation, so in case you have invocation you should do of course that. You need to be careful so you have material to go into Purgatrio. So he went on, but as soon as this is the draw phase, Abyss Dweller, he can't do nothing now. He just went for Crystal Conclave. It's not gonna save him because guess what, end phase, Cosmic Cyclone, 8 for that. There's nothing he could do, it just cooked. That's how you beat ORCUST, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys, 4th duel against Playmaker and AI. Let's see what we have. It's him to go first, so I expect a classic setup with Firewall Dragon. Let's speed things up. So my Rocoder, a lot of stuff. Let's see what it can bring out together with the Firewall Dragon, I guess also the Signet Crosswipe that he just had it to his hands. So there you go, Firewall Dragon, Recorder Alive, he's got the guy, and then the Signet Crosswipe ready. So he's got 2 interruptions, we have to go through that. First thing first, Invocation into Escuridão. Why? Invocation can summon also other monsters that are not invoked, as long as the monster you're using for summoning are in your hand, so you're chilling. And I used of course Liquid Soldier to get that double draw, so we're chilling. And let's see what we draw. We draw a Vion that we discard, and then I went with the Reinforcement of the Army to grab a Solid Soldier. Now Alistair summons to grab the Invocation. Now we know we have to get rid of through both of this, right? So I went with the Link Summon first to get the Fire type out, and of course to get rid of the back row. So he went for it, of course, to pop my Nightmare. That is not a problem. Then a Miracle Fusion to go into Sunrise number 1, because now we're gonna grab another Miracle Fusion and to go into another one. There you go, Miracle Fusion. He went with the Firewall Dragon effect to get my Liquid Soldier out of the graveyard, even though I already draw 2, keep in mind that. So the only thing he actually accomplished was to make me use my own Sunrise to summon another one. But that was a misplay, because Invocation is gonna bring out Purgatorio. I didn't need the Nightmare Phoenix because I had some fire materials in the graveyard, but still. And that Purgatorio, using the effect of Invocation to recycle the Alistair, is that enough? I think it is. Invoked, boost, there you go, number 1 and number 2, and then Recorded Alive. But he made a misplay right now. I mean, actually he didn't. He couldn't have done anything different. I didn't misplay because he summoned this guy, and I said, then he says, do you want to attack? You have a replay scenario, and you want to say no because Purgatorio can still attack, and he has much bigger attack. So I said no with Sunrise so that I could attack again with Purgatorio, and that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, again we have heroes. Let's see which heroes though. It's Astiga first, so we don't know. I'm gonna summon my boy Alistair, then Invocation to go directly into a Kaliga because we don't know what we're facing, and then Invocation of course to get my Alistair back, and we're chilling. It's the only third one we have, so it turns out it is heroes. But as you can see, now that he used the first effect of Faris to special summon itself, he can't do nothing. He can't do nothing. He can't activate the second effect of Faris because he just did 1. So then he went with Stratos, no effect, must change, but still he can't do no more effects. Even the effect of Monkey will be activated because he pops Kaliga, so that's why I had to protect my Kaliga with the Alistair from the hand. Then we got another Vion. We're chilling at this point. Vion to grab the polymerization, and I didn't send the monster because if I did send the monster to the graveyard, I wouldn't have been able to use the second effect to grab Poly because there's Kaliga on the field. Keep in mind that. Then we went with polymerization, getting actually the Kaliga out of the field because we need to use multiples effect. Then Liquid Soldier, of course, to draw a couple of cards, discarding the Alistair. We have the Invocation, so we're chilling so badly. Then Miracle Fusion and the Scooped because we still had as well the Invocation play. We had so much stuff, and also another Miracle Fusion to grab to our hand with the effect of Sunrise. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. That was all for this very nice hero deck. I wanted to play something different, and I hope you're actually you're gonna have fun with this because this is a very good response to all the ORCUST deck that we have on the ladder. I really love this, also because I love Invoked. So if you love Invoked and you love heroes, this is the deck for you, my boys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.